Artistic Gamer 7, and welcome back to some more Sims for the Forgotten series. As you can tell by the fact that there's like a little screen take here, and the fact that the video is shorter than usual, you can tell something's a little different. Basically, during like the month of January and a little bit in the ending of December, my computer was acting a little funny. I replaced the fans and a few other things, but it started getting worse, and I believe that has messed up with a lot of the recordings that I took in the month of January, and most of them, though it was a long process, I could save, or it wasn't so bad that I was okay with it. But this one was messed up completely. So I went in and took like using the snippet tool, and took like little pieces here and there that wasn't messed up, just to sort of show you what was going on, and so I can explain, because I've already recorded like the next episode, so I figured this was the best way to do it so that the episode wasn't a complete failure and loss. But in this episode, one of the things I didn't mention about with Mechion and Fanteon is that I think, like, with their backstories, they probably have, like, because they are so pale, Arachneon and Vinion, they're vampires, so it's explainable, but their features look like they're diluted compared to what the rest of their family members look like. So I was saying that they probably have like little mild hint of like albinoism. Like, I've read up on it a little bit, but if I could be wrong and that wouldn't make sense, let me know. But I think that's what I'm going with, and I think it would fit them well because of the fact that they are so pale, and like Fanteon's hair is supposed to be as dark as Vinion's, but it's actually diluted, so that's what I'm going with. But anyway, with this episode, one of the main things I was gonna do was have Jay's birthday, and may I say that Vinion is like the only one who sits on this tricycle. It's sort of funny, but anyway, that was the main goal of this episode. But I also had Arachneon invite her girlfriend over, and I had intentions of like Arachneon actually ending things with her girlfriend, because Arachneon has some issues, and she has a hard time actually going too far into the relationship. But then Eevee walked by, and I was like, oh hey Eevee! And her and Drayon are starting to get along, so I had him go out and talk to her, and then completely forgot that I invited Arachneon's friend over, and they actually went out at like late at night, went out to the park and hung out, and I didn't really make them do much. I did make them like do some friendly options, but I was sort of just letting them do some of the stuff on their own just to see how they would react, because this still is a very interesting friendship relationship thing going on, and they did actually flirt some, and I was like, interesting. But obviously you can't see any of that. But yeah, they spent time together in the park and was like roller skating, they played some chess, they did talk and flirt some. Eevee eventually made some food, and you know, it was a pretty good time, even though it ended up being like 3 a.m. in the morning and they're out at this park for no reason. But you know, hey, whatever, it worked. So they did get a little bit closer and things like that. But then I went back to the house and I was like, oh wait. So I invited her girlfriend over again, and they actually ended things, and then in a great Arachneon style, instead of just completely leaving it there, she turned her ex into a vampire, which she has a habit of doing. It's just something in her brain is not quite clicking. But anyway, and then on to the main festivities. I started getting things ready. I had Fanteon fixing a cake for Jay later on. I also, while I was waiting for the birthday, because I did it as an event, a scheduled event, I had them working on like some of their career stuff. Like Fanteon had to do the mischief skill, Mechion had to do some programming, Drayon had to like research stocks, I believe. So because you know, this is the household of promotions. They work and try to get as many promotions as possible. They try to advance in their career very quickly. So I was working on some of that stuff. But then eventually the party had started. These two were stayed downstairs for a while until I forced them to come up. But finally they did come up, and it was time for Jay's birthday party. So it was like, not many people came. I actually think I forgot to invite Aphrodite, which was really bad on my part because that's Jay's mother. Or at least, maybe I did invite her and I don't remember seeing her. I don't know. But anyway, and then Steel was running around like a crazed maniac, and I had to actually get Mechion to try to figure out what was going on with him. But Mechion does give him some tension eventually. But everyone was here, including some new family members. But, you know, it was like the close family members. So, like, the cousins and the yeah, you know, basically the cousins for that point. Um, but yeah, it was eventually time for Jay to get ready to blow out the candles. Like I said, I had to force some of the people to try to get close to here because I have a really hard time of getting my Sims to actually crowd around the birthday cake and things like that. And right before we blowed out the candles, Steele's issue was resolved. Like I said, don't worry, it's okay. It's good. But it was all resolved. And then Jay went and blowed out the candles. And by the next episode being here, you should be able to see Jay aged up, because I don't actually change his looks or anything in this episode, but everyone was celebrating and woo, yay, into the next stage of your life. You're getting older, kid. Now you have to go to school and do homework, ha. But so that was sort of what went on in the episode, as like in a nutshell. I'm really sorry that I had to do it this way, but I thought at least doing it this way was better than just scrapping the whole entire thing, because I was like, quite a bit went on, but also, like, some of it is going to reflect things that happen later on in some of the things that I've already recorded, so I was like, I really need to try to do something. I tried saving this footage as much as I could. Some of the issues that I had with some of the other ones, I thought maybe was something I could have done to fix it. Just nothing I did was working. So this was, like, my last resort to get at least let y'all know what happened in it, and I really apologize for it messing up. But anyway, I hope you still are going to enjoy the series, and even though this is not the video I wanted, I hope you still like this video, and like at least that I let y'all know what happened in the video, and there was at least some showing and things of what occurred and stuff like that. Let me know down in the comments below who is your favorite character in the Forgotten series so far. I'm sort of interested to know, and if there's anything that you're hoping to happen soon. I'm really feeling bad that I didn't invite Aphrodite now. But anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I apologize for the fact that the video messed up, but I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye!